О-о-о. О-о-о. А, ну это и есть, скорее всего, доступный контент. О, как дела? Привет, Диана. Вот решил поиграть во что-то другое, нежели Айзека. Правда, часу не легче, как обычно, запускаю стрим, он вылетает. Надо с этим что-то делать.
Gentler invitations.
I am Cassandra Pendergast, Seeker of the Chantry.
And just, what are you seeking?
The champion.
Which one?
You know exactly why I'm here! Time to start talking, dwarf. They tell me you're good at it.
What do you want to know?
Everything. Start at the beginning.
Да, игра, конечно, плохо сохранилась.
Scouts. We will have to fight them sooner or later.
Then we make our stand here. Prepare yourself.
Get ready! Come at you! Go down! One less to worry about. Get back! Now you fall!
Какая классная игра, да? Сейчас, погодите, увидите.
We can't keep this up forever.
We'll take the bastards down with us.
Here they come. Shall I give them a taste of my blade?
Allow me.
Ну-ка, соберем их всех поближе.
One less to worry about.
Вам к чьи это идет?
There's no end to them.
Bullshit. That's not what really happened.
Bullshit.
Does that not match the story you've heard, Seeker?
I'm not interested in stories. I came to hear the truth.
What makes you think I know the truth?
Don't lie to me! You knew her even before she became the champion.
Even if I did, I don't know where she is now.
Do you have any idea what's at stake here?
Let me guess. Your precious chantries fall into pieces and put the entire world on the brink of war. And you need the one person who could help you put it back together.
The champion was at the heart of it when it all began. If you can't point me to her, tell me everything you know.
You aren't worried I'll just make it up as I go?
Not at all.
You'll need to hear the whole story.
Я, по-моему, французский акцент. Так, бадание с персонажем. Краткий сюжетец. Что у меня примерно в предыдущий раз было. А чё, я внешность-то не могу поменять? Все понял. Вау, какие фиолетовые губки можно сделать. Какие-нибудь околобортовые давайте сделаем. Что я выучился в играх, и глаза лучше не трогать. Ничем хорошим не кончается. Понял. Ух, ну и рельефное оно у нас получается. Ты ела у бабушки пирожков. Как волосы, однако, влияют на вид человека. Если так посмотреть. А, тут даже не написано, кем страж был. Видимо, это не важно.
The blight had been unleashed on Ferelden. Dark spawn poured out of the wilds, clashing against the army at the ruins of Ostagar. The battle was a disaster. King Cailan died on the field with his men, betrayed by his most trusted general. Unopposed, the horde marched on the village of Lothering. The village burned, and many innocents were slaughtered. The champion's family barely escaped in time.
Типичные деревенские жители.
I think that's all of them.
For the moment, make us save us. We've lost it all. Everything your father and I built. We have to get out of here while we still can.
Голубые глаза, блин. Я же зеленый выбрал.
You're right. We should have run sooner. Why did we wait so long?
Why are you looking at me? I've been running since Ostagar.
Not to interrupt, but the Blight's not going to wait while we stand here pointing fingers. Please, listen to your sister.
Then let's go. Lead on.
Там вроде есть зеркало, которое позволяет вид менять. Смотрим. Собачка.
Now we see blood.
Вау. Посох, который ничего не дает. Так, характеристики. Сморозка всегда полезна.
Wait, where are we going?
Away from the Darkspawn, where else?
And then where? We can't just wander aimlessly.
Wherever we go, what's important is that we don't separate.
We can go to Kirkwall.
What? Why would we go there?
There's a lot of Templars in Kirkwall, Mother. I know that, but we still have family there, and an estate. Then we need to get to Guarin and take ship.
If we survive that long, I'll just be happy to get out of here.
To arms!
Катсцена. 5 секунд катсцена. Ставь на летя, парень.
You will not have him.
Ля, богатырша.
They will not have you. Not while I breathe.
Он просто стоит и трясется, что ли? И что он делает? Он реально просто стоит и трясется. Я не замечал этого раньше.
Stop squirming, Wesley. You'll make it worse.
Apostate, keep your distance.
Well, the Maker has a sense of humor. Darkspawn and now a Templar. I thought they all abandoned Lothering.
The Spawn are clear in their intent, but a mage is always unknown. The Order dictates.
Wesley.
The Order dictates.
Dear, they saved us. The Maker understands.
Of course.
I am Aveline Valenne. This is my husband, Sir Wesley. We can hate each other when we're safe from the Horde.
Храмовника можно заводить семью?
A strange time to be hunting apostates. His fellows left with the Chantry priests.
I was traveling to Denerim on business for the Order, but I had to turn south when I heard of Ostagar.
Bad luck and judgment brought us together here before the attack.
The nice Templar has been convinced to postpone his hunt for illegal mages. So let's not dwell upon it, shall we?
Wise girl.
You're quick to offer your allegiance.
Another blade between us and the Darkspawn? Yes, please.
So long as the Horde is their first concern.
My duty is clear, but that is for another day, if we are granted that opportunity.
We will be fine. We all will.
For a while it looked like we were the only ones to escape the Darkspawn.
We aren't free of them yet. You didn't see Ostagar. This is just the start.
You were there. Yes, I see it now. Third Company, under Captain Varel.
Then you saw how the whole of the army was defeated.
We fell to betrayal, not the Darkspawn. This arm of the Horde will not have the same advantage.
I'm watching you, Templar.
And I you. Terms I am sure we both expected.
For now, we move with you. North is cut off. We barely escaped the main body of the Horde.
Then we're trapped. The wilds are to the south, that's no way out.
I'm not running straight into the Horde. We go south.
А толку двигаться на юг, если он заражен рождениями тьмы, там же нельзя находиться.
Now we fight!
You want this?
You don't move me before anyone else. You should never have fought me! Here we go.
Сан, что с тобой? Он никак не может определиться, что делать. Жми R в бою. Потом Фьюри, добро пожаловать. Зачем? Была же вроде кнопка для подсвечивания предметов, нет? Надо попробовать будет, если у меня еще идет. Тап. Да, я вспомнил, спасибо. Я вспомнил, то ли альт была, то ли тап, но альт это в другой игре какой-то было. Собаки, помогите. Ля, кач идет, конечно, шустро. Такая несуразная игра, столько лет прошло. Она как была сырой и недоделанной, так и остается по большей части.
I can't do that.
I don't think I can help you with that.
You think so?
Как много хитрости надо.
I'll need more than high hopes to do that.
Много надо. Ну, лечение полезно взять. Так, ну ты танковка, тебе просто жить надо. Танкетка даже.
I don't think I can do that.
Don't look at me. I can't do that.
Since when can I do that?
Никто не может, рук нету пока.
Blessed Andraste, guide our...
I'm not sure we can survive much more of this.
Мультики показывают. Он так увернулся.
Make her give me strength.
Bethany!
Get ready!
Стой. А, ее выключили же, черт. Блин, добиваний-то в этой игре, по-моему, нет красивых из первой части. Просто завалился. Наелся и спит окон.
Bethany, wake up. The battle's over. We're fine.
Ну, то есть ролики с добивания некоторых боссов. Ну, разве что ролики.
No. These things will not take Bethany.
Я только сейчас заметил, что Dragon Age 2 мне очень сильно напоминает Telltale. Особенно геймплеем.
Bethany risked her life to save us.
I don't want a hero. I want my daughter. How could you let her charge off like that? Oh, my poor little girl. My sweetheart.
If we stand here weeping, the Darkspawn will take the rest of us too.
Allow me to commend your daughter's soul to the Maker, mistress. Ashes we were, and ashes we become. Maker, give this young woman a place at your side. Let us take comfort in the peace she has found in eternity.
Я ее просто бросить на дороге?
I will never forget you, Bethany.
Аж лучше сжечь.
Our lives are more valuable to her than our prayers. Let's go.
Правда, анимки все равно взято издал.
Flame.
Черт знает.
We're too late.
Эта игра похожа на что угодно, но не на DAO. Так, посидели у трупа, теперь нам опять драться. А геймплей вначале, конечно, специфичный. В первой части вот заклинание взрыв разума вроде было довольно полезным. В этой части что-то он специфично всех отбрасывает. По крайней мере, я нажимаю, типа вместо 3 или там 10 отбрасывается 2 максимум. Может, как-то этот расчет идет от твоей магии? Харум.
Well, well, what have we here? It used to be we never got visitors to the wilds, but now it seems they arrive in hordes.
Impressive. Where'd you learn how to turn into a dragon?
Perhaps I am a dragon. If so, count yourself lucky. The smell of burning darkspawn does nothing for the appetite. If you wish to flee the darkspawn, you should know you are heading in the wrong direction.
So you're just going to leave us here?
And why not? I spotted a most curious sight. A mighty ogre vanquished. Who could perform such a feat? But now my curiosity is sated, and you are safe for the moment. Is that not enough?
Я тоже хочу быть драконом.
You could show me that trick of yours. That looks useful.
I dare say it is. Such a clever tongue for a mage. Tell me, clever child, how do you intend to outrun the Blight?
We're going to Kirkwall, in the Free Marches.
Kirkwall? My, but that is quite the voyage you plan. So far, simply to flee the Darkspawn.
Our home is gone, but I don't imagine you care.
I see.
Перевели криво.
Hurtled into the chaos, you fight, and the world will shake before you. Is it fate or chance? I can never decide. It appears fortune smiles on us both today. I may be able to help you yet.
And we should accept your help? We don't even know what you are.
I know what she is. The Witch of the Wilds.
Some call me that. Also Flemeth, Asha Belinar, an old hag who talks too much. Does it matter? I offer you this. I will get your group.
Если бы она выглядела так в первой части, страж бы ей не доверился, конечно.
Would you do this for a Witch of the Wilds?
Should we trust her?
Wesley is injured. We'll never escape the Darkspawn.
If you need to, leave me behind.
No. I said I would drag you out if I had to, and I meant it.
What is a Witch of the Wilds exactly?
A chastened legend. Witches that steal children.
Bah, as if I had nothing better to do.
Then you're an apostate.
Yes, we have so much in common.
You would go through all that trouble to have something delivered?
I have an appointment to keep. It is far more convenient this way. Happily, you're not without your own needs.
How much trouble will this delivery be exactly?
About as much trouble as my saving your lives not 5 minutes ago.
We didn't ask you for anything.
Of course. My mistake.
I have to reach Kirkwall first.
but you will do it. There is a clan of Dalish elves near the city of Kirkwall. Deliver this amulet to their keeper, Marathari. Do as she asks with it, and any debt between us is paid in full. Before I take you anywhere, however, there is another matter.
No, leave him alone.
What has been done to your man is within his blood already.
You lie!
She's right, Aveline. I can feel the corruption inside me.
What are you talking about?
From the dark spawn. All that blood. I knew when it happened.
And how much time before you...
Not long now, if I am any judge.
We can't afford that kind of liability.
No!
The only cure I know of is to become a Grey Warden.
And they all died at Ostagar.
Not all, but the last are now beyond your reach.
Я сейчас заметил, что у Флемит рога из волос, походу. Ну, да.
Aveline, listen to me.
Она типичный аниме-персонаж, у которого волосы закручены странным образом.
The corruption is a slow death. I can't.
Я это сделаю просто потому, что мне нравится убивать храмовников.
I'm sorry, Aveline. This has to be done.
Через доспех?
Thank you.
У него, видимо, доспехи из картона. Поэтому он и помер. Я бы с такими доспехами тоже много не навоевал.
Without an end, there can be no peace. It gets no easier. Your struggles have only just begun.
Flemeth,
I thought that might interest you.
you expect me to believe a myth swooped out of the wild to save the champion?
Oh, come now, Seeker. Do I need to recite the tale of the Warden as well?
No. Perhaps I shouldn't be surprised to hear of her involvement.
I liked my version better too.
Я сейчас понял.
What else aren't you
Ладно, скажу
telling me
после
then?
этого диалога.
Did she send someone with the champion?
In a matter of speaking.
So it's true. Continue. But if you tell me they all flew to Kirkwall on a dragon...
Nothing so fanciful, I assure you. The witch kept her word and got them to Guaran, where they took ship. They sailed north across the waking sea, lashed by terrible storms. 2 weeks they spent in that dark hold, packed in with the fearful and the desperate. And then they saw it. Kirkwall, the city of chains. Long ago it was part of the Imperium, slaves coming from far and wide to work the quarries. Now, it's a free city, but I use the word loosely. Sail through those black cliffs and you'll see what the slaves of old saw. The gallows, welcoming you. That's where their ship landed, with all the rest.
В общем, четвертая часть Dragon Age же как-то будет завязана на эльфийских богах. И, судя по всему, вообще, что творит Флемет, она тоже какая-то эльфийская богиня. Вообще не удивлюсь, если по итогу окажется, что там миф типа эльфов правда, что боги заточены, предатели их там сторожиты, что она одна из тех, кому удалось сбежать, и типа ее цель освободить их. Она, конечно, не похожа на эльфийского бога, но с другой стороны, у нас не особо много возможностей было понять, как эльфийские боги работают в этих играх. По крайней мере, это как-то поясняет все то, что она делает, что будущее видит дракона, превращается, к важным личностям пристает. Тогда я не проходил? Не, я даже эту игру пройти не могу уже. Сколько она существует? 12 лет. Даже 13. Нет, 12. Не могу ее пройти. Dragon Age 2 такая скучная, она так плохо сделана. Я поэтому и хочу вот сейчас опять попытаться. Я, да, и тоже пробовал скачивать, но так и руки не дошли.
Everyone's fleeing the blight, just as we are.
And they would throw us all back to the wolves. Unbelievable.
Опять перевели неправильно. Ох, переводы меня стали корюжить.
We're getting into the city, one way or another.
We need to find Gamlen. Our family has always been highly regarded in Kirkwall. He can do something, I'm sure of it.
Интересно, если они здесь какие-то дворяне, зачем они уехали в Лотеринг жить как крестьяне? Странные люди. Ну тогда не буду спойлерить, но ты близок. Ну я просто делаю основу насчет того, что там типа Дрейдж Вулф названа 4-я игра. Она уже как-то на эльфийских богах будет замешана. Но типа вообще непонятно, что творится в Сирии и что правда, а что нет. Все очень запутано. За магов типа, чтобы скрыться от храмовников. Это ты о чем? Дальность 1 метр. А есть что-то полезнее выбрать? Так, насмешка мне не нужна, потому что если ты ее нажмешь, ты... На него лотеринку ехать. А, да, все, спасибо, да, вспомнил. Чтобы от храмовников скрыться. Учитывая, что у них 2 мага в семье было. Да, имеет смысл. Да, справедливо тогда, справедливо. Ладно, 8-й это бесполезно, но немножко получше. А чё мне Киркол напоминает? Он мне напоминает арабские города какие-то. Ну или Карфаген. Что-то подобное в этом стиле Северной Африки.
Get back to the crowd, you lot. Trying to bully your way through won't get you into Kirkwall any faster.
But you do intend to
Надо
let
до
us
второго
in.
акта дойти. Поскорее.
We have enough poor of our own in the free marches. We don't need you refugees piling up here like a midden's heap.
Я сейчас про фролденских вообще ничего не говорил.
I heard someone call this fortress the Gallows. Is it a prison?
Used to be. Back in the Imperial days. They kept slaves here until the rebellion. Now the Templars run it and use it to lock up their mages. Guess not much has changed.
Are mages imprisoned here?
Well, no more than anywhere else. It's a circle of magi now. Magic is to serve man, not rule him. And mages are better locked up where they don't.
Я, кстати, не удивлен, что с таким подходом там в Дае эта проблема обострилась с магами. Вообще не удивлен.
Why aren't we being allowed into the city?
If it were up to me, I'd bar the gates and let you find somewhere else to beg.
Тут правильно.
But it's not. Some of you lot might have legitimate business in the city. So Knight Commander Meredith wants us to sort you all out. Most of you are getting right back on your ships, though.
That's a Templar title. Why would a city guardsman answer to the Templars?
We don't answer to her, but she's the power in Kirkwall. Don't know what would happen if the Viscount went against something she wanted, but he's sure never taken that chance.
There must be someone in charge I can speak with.
Yes, always the same story. You want in, talk to Captain Ewald. I'm just here to keep you refuse from climbing the walls.
Я когда качал воина двуручника, из ветки двуручного оружия только предел гиганта и брал. Слишком много очков уходил на прокачку авангарда с берсерком. Я даже не ожидал, что зайдет человек, который шарит за дау сегодня. Меня удивил. Как скиллы посмотреть? Я вихрь просто хочу взять. Вихрь полезная штука. Предел гиганта муть. Он, 1 метр это ни о чем. Абсолютно вообще ни о чем. Это бесполезный слот. Вот вихрь интересно. Авангард и берсерк, говоришь? Берсерка не вижу, а вот авангард. Атака 10. Слабовато. Вот это офигенно. Рассекание 75% на 10 секунд. Ты сломал, короче, ему лицо и начинаешь пушить его обилками. И просто лицо отрываешь. Для ГГ. Я первую часть проходил воином с двуручем, поэтому здесь типа магом. Да, и пройду, скорее всего, рогой. Разбойник, вор, владелец инквизиции. Да. Это ваншотка на процентное здоровье. Это пассивка? Почти. А чем уронная атака отличается? Что-то одно надо качать. Заступника я не буду качать, мне не нужен еще один танк. Ну что, авангарда прокачаю, не знаю. Надо посмотреть будет. Из первой ветки еще покачаем.
Tell me, how did your family escape Lothering? Almost everyone who hadn't fled.
My older sister. If she wasn't with us, I don't think we'd be here.
But you seem quite skilled as well.
I'm not my sister.
Диалог дебилов. Вы там оба были.
Just take your things and get back on the ship. You should have thought of that before you came here. What do you want? Money? I can...
Let us through, you flaming blighter. We're not staying in this pit.
Then get back on your ship and leave. Kirkwall has no more room for refugees.
The ship's already gone. We've paid good coin to get here.
You and half of Ferelden. There's nothing I can do. The city is full.
Не показался ли там чел со скверной?
One of the guards said you were letting in people who have business in the city.
That's right. We've seen you let lots of people through.
Citizens and merchants that make it worth our while. I'll assume that you don't have any more coin than these gentlemen. We've been letting you Fereldans in for months. You're too late. There's no more room.
But we've got family here.
I've heard claims like that 1,000 times already, trust me. We'll find some ships to take you all back to Ferelden, eventually. Until then, you stay here.
Странная у него логика. Зачем? Ну корабли... Понял, это не дружеский жест, чтобы ты уплыл отсюда и не мешал.
We came here to speak to our uncle, Gamlen Amel, and we won't leave until we do.
Gamlen? I know that name.
He's a nobleman here in the city. Our family has an estate.
A nobleman? The only Gamlen I know is a weasel who couldn't rub 2 coppers together. He comes back, I'll bring you to him. But I don't have time to...
What? You gonna let them through?
I didn't say anything about...
We've been here for 4 days. They just got here.
That's it. We're carving our way out of here. Men?
Now,
Дурачки.
your maker.
А так отвечает за точность, да? Окей, спасибо. Я очень давно просто играл, я не помню. За что статы могут отвечать здесь. Точность не особо нужна. Кстати, а тут можно сделать воина с 2 оружиями в руках? Я чуть не задавался этим вопросом, учитывая, что я магами играл. Нет? Рух. Игра еще хуже, чем я думал. С щитом либо с двуручем. Зачем они так поспешили со вторым Драгонейджем? Интересно, а крит-зона осталась для Рок из первой части, или ее тоже вырезали? И крит просто рандомный сделали? Ну, типа, если еще и зону крита вырезали, это вообще мега кринж. Я немного не понимаю, для кого играть. Там стражник что-то этот подпрыгнул тоже сзади.
Leandra, damn girl, the years haven't been kind to you.
Gamlen.
Гамлет. И жалко, что перевода нет. Я хочу мой дубляж.
The blight, your husband, dead. I'd figured you'd pretty much be Ferelden for life.
Oh, Gamlen, we came too late. My darling Bethany didn't make it, and Drastic guide her.
Oh, make her save me. Leandra, don't drop this on me here. I don't even know if I can help you get in.
Точно не помню, но урок больше шанса грянуть в спину просто. Ага, спасибо. Но если я правильно помню, в первой части, если ты Рогу завел за спину, у него гарантированно каждый удар крит. Но я не уверен. Я играл через криты, но как это точно не работает, немножко не помню.
There are other ways to get into a city.
Sure. That worked real well for those soldiers we fought.
I hate to agree, but there's a reason they housed us in an old prison.
I was hoping to grease some palms, but the Knight Commander's been cracking down. We're gonna need more grease.
But what about the estate? Surely Father left something when he died?
Right, about the estate. It's, gone. To settle a debt. I've been meaning to write you.
Then there's no hope.
Not quite. I know some people who might help. If you're not too delicate about the company you keep.
Mother said our family was wealthy. You really can't help us.
I am blighted helping. I've got 2 offers of work from people who've got the coin to open those gates.
I still can't believe you sold the estate. Gamlen, how could you?
Well, I didn't expect your blasted family to show up on my doorstep. I've got a nice place in Lowtown. You'll see, it'll all work out.
Так, надеюсь, будет шанс с ним разобраться. Я чуть забыл, насколько он мерзкий.
Do we need to stay in Kirkwall? Let's go to another city.
This was my home. I can't believe they won't let me come back.
Every city on the coast's been hip deep in Ferelden since the Blight. You could try your luck further inland, I suppose, but it won't be easy.
We're not putting Mother through that. We came here. We're staying here.
Я подумал небольшую сайд-мысль. Вот типа в Ферлдене Мор все бросают там свои места, имения там и так далее, бегут в большинстве своем случае, вот как они говорят, в города. Получается, самый терпилоидный, кто остался, И до кого мор не дошел, снимет все сливки, потому что земли останутся ничьи, их можно будет занимать спокойно. Это потом возникнут, конечно, проблемы с тем, что это моя земля, нет, это моя земля, но в принципе это шанс.
What do you mean exactly, Gamlin?
I talked to my contacts, and I found some people who might be willing to pay your way into the city. The catch is, you and your brother will have to work off the debt. For a year.
A year?
It's the best I could do. Trust me when I say a bunch of refugees won't get a better option anywhere else.
Колесико, кстати, дебильное. Мне почему еще, да, у второй не нравится, очень жутко. Потому что колесико дебилов сделали из Mass Effect. Вместо нормальных диалогов с первой части.
So, you're selling us into indentured servitude? That's your idea?
Think of it as having a job waiting for you in your new home.
I guess it's only a year, right?
I managed to convince my contacts to come to the gallows to meet you personally. Mirren heads up the mercenary company, the Red Iron. They're looking for recruits. Fenrir, I guess you might call her a smuggler. Either one of them can help you. All you need to do is find them in the courtyard and convince them you're worth the trouble.
What do you think about this, Carver?
What can I say? Better here than nowhere.
What kind of man is this Mirren?
He's a hired sword. What do you expect him to be like? I wouldn't bring him home for dinner or anything, but he's got a decent reputation. I wouldn't have asked him if I thought he'd cross you.
Let's find them and see what they have to say.
Oh, Gamlin, I don't know about this.
It's a lot of coin, Leandra. Don't go expecting our name to carry the kind of weight it used to.
And what of me? I will not allow others to incur debts on my behalf.
Can't see that it makes a difference. You look like a lady who can pull her own weight.
Then you'll come with us.
I have no real option. Thank you.
Да, все классы за попадание в спину имеют бонусы к атаке. Да, же все классы в спину имеют больше шансов критануть. Может, просто некоторые скиллы эффективнее работают при попадании. А, понятно. Шило на мыло, получается. По факту. Так все имеют бонусы к атаке. То есть бонусный урон, а там просто крит повышается. Что это в сущности меняет?
Remember, it's Mirren or Athendel you're looking for. Either of them can help you out.
Mirren?
Полулысый.
And you must be Hawk. Nice. Your uncle talked up a storm about you. He better not be blowing more smoke out his ass.
I'd like to know more about you first.
Right. You're not a marcher like your uncle. The Red Iron is well known in these parts. We pick who we work for and keep our noses clean. But anyone screws with us, we mess them up. Makes sense.
Makes sense.
All I know is if we join the company, I'm going to start talking like that.
Getting us into the city will take a lot of coin.
Did I mention the Red Iron gets paid pretty well? Not to mention your uncle said you were a mage. We're willing to pay for that.
I didn't realize Gamlin told you that.
You stick with us. You'll be safe. For a year, at least.
My uncle doesn't seem like the sort to hang out with mercenaries.
He doesn't. Gamlin cheated one of my men at a wallop match. You turn out, we'll call it even.
I'm ready to prove myself.
Noble bastard named Friedrich is here in the gallows. Gave us bad info. Almost killed my men. Now he's hiding out here, waiting for a ship. He sees us coming, he'll run for sure. But he doesn't know you. Go kill him and his men. We'll make sure no one asks why.
Фресочки. Бля, геймдизайн, конечно, уровня 80-х.
He's still out there, but he's alone, and he's not making a move.
I don't trust this. What will we do when the ship comes? Wait, who are you? I demand to know what you're doing here.
You're a dead man, Friedrich.
Mirren sent you. Don't just stand there, kill them!
It's... Now you fall! You are not enough! Everyone see that? Get back!
They're gonna kill me!
Миру D2 микроскопический, на один и тот же двор по 1500 освободить. Да, это я знаю. Тут локации 4, да? Пещеры, канализация, город и лес. И все.
It's done.
Good. May the bloody vultures...
Надеюсь просто, что я смогу в этот раз пройти D2 и наконец понять, о чем игра была.
I'm telling you, I love this guy.
Welcome to the Red Iron. Tell your uncle I'm making the arrangements now.
Это 2011 год. Что тогда было? Я, наверное, зажрался, однако. Потому что 2011 год, это тогда... Ну, тот же Дао был, хотя... Ведьмак 2 был. Был Skyrim. Кстати, Skyrim был. Oblivion был. Может, все-таки сама игра плохая, а не время ее оправдывает. Так, ее за год все склепали. Я не вчитывался в создание DAO, но, пожалуй, надо почитать. Ну, D2. Я просто помню те времена, когда выходило, я там читал статьи, это очень давно было.
Any luck?
It's done.
Производственный ад, короче, очередной. Тогда понятно, что надо. Я, знаешь, что я помню? На ранних стадиях разработки этой игры там должны были быть разные расы. Почему я еще очень сильно эту игру захейтил, почему она мне прям очень не понравилась? Потому что были промо-материалы, где типа был Хоук, эльф, там, Хоук, гном и так далее. А потом это все вырезали. И по итогу мы только играем за скучного человека, я это не люблю.
We'll see what happens when this debt is repaid.
If only Bethany
Ну
were
и
here with us.
колесико идиотское.
Let's go. This is only the beginning.
Я вроде выбрал черные волосы, а у нее они почему-то коричневые. Скорее надо до зеркала добраться.
Thus began the champion's first year in Kirkwall. Word arrived from across the sea that the hero of Ferelden had defeated the Blight.
Вау, вот это хорошая игра.
But Lothering was destroyed. Kirkwall was the champion's home now. So she made her name, settling her debts with the mercenaries. It was a busy year in the city. That's when the Kunari landed. A great storm had caught their ship and left hundreds of warriors stranded in the city, waiting to return home. That's also when the trouble began with the mages. The Templars had become very powerful under Knight Commander Meredith. But, most importantly, that's when I first met the champion.
Типа 6 лет работы над DAO против 1 год над DA2. DA2 мне вот сейчас, с моим опытом, я смотрю, она мне напоминает... короче, что они задумывали что-то одно, и в ППХ в производственном аду они просто взяли эти наработки и на основе них сделали DA2. Что по факту у них ничего не было, и нужно было срочно искать вариант, чтобы хоть что-то сделать. Поэтому, типа, DA2 настолько странно выглядит.
No. Andraste's tits, human. You know how many people want to hire onto this expedition?
Look, we know you're going into the deep roads. You'll need to hire the best, and we're...
No. You're too late. Already done.
The money from this trip could fix everything. You need us. We fought Darkspawn.
Look, Precious. I don't care if you tore the horns off an ogre with your bare hands.
You make him understand. We're running from your bloody Templars.
My brother has a point. It's on his head, but it's still valid.
Oh, thanks for that.
So, what about it, Bertrand? We're just what you need.
You're looking for a quick way out of the slums, right? You and every other Ferelden in this dump. Find another meal ticket.
Well, back to waiting for someone to turn us in.
You can relax. After all, the Templars dogging us are mine.
Did I sound that bad? Maker, I'm turning into Gamlen. Gamlen.
Он такой
He's
нытик.
got a head for this garbage. Maybe he
Жалко,
can
нельзя
talk
бы это
to
не засейвить.
He knows some people. After last week, we need all the coin and influence we can get.
I wouldn't trust him with a silver. But dear uncle's at least as sleazy as Bertrand.
How's that for a compliment? What else can we do? We're losing ground, and I don't fancy waking up in the gallows.
А, сейчас лучше... Вот сейчас лучшая часть Dragon Age 2 появится.
Hey!
Да, сейчас краш появится. Тот, кто девочек окучил в 2011-м.
I knew a guy once who could take every coin out of your pockets just by smiling at you. But you don't have the style to work Hightown, let alone the Merchants Guild.
Все любят Варика, да.
Might want to find yourself a new line of work. Off you go.
Варик краш.
How do you do? Varric Tethras, at your service. I apologize for Bertrand. He wouldn't know an opportunity if it hit him square in the jaw.
But you would.
I would. What my brother doesn't realize is that we need someone like you. He would never admit it either. He's too proud. I, however, am quite practical.
Ну, колесико все-таки есть одна прикольная механика. Это изменение личности героя, которое в том числе влияет на некоторые варианты диалога. Не видел это. Сколько проходил до 2, но до середины второго акта не видел ничего подобного.
You're part of Bertrand's venture.
That's right. The deep roads wouldn't normally be my thing, but I can't allow the head of our family to go down there alone. So as you might imagine, I have more than a passing interest in this expedition's success.
What makes you so certain we can help? You know nothing about us.
Oh, on the contrary. You've made quite the name for yourself over the last year. Serving with the Red Iron is no mean feat. Yet you not only served, you impressed. The name Hawk is on many lips these days. Not bad for a Ferelden fresh off the boat.
You must have heard of my brother as well, then.
A little, yes. But it is you they speak most of, Messer.
That figures.
Your brother
А, точно, у него же эго играет.
But I'll leave that
У
in
него же эго играет.
Oh, I'm going. Without this expedition, we won't last out the year.
Вот опять же... А, ну ладно, он дуболом, он ничего не умеет, кроме воевать. Он же и солдатом был. Понятно, что он на глубинные тропы рвется.
He said he didn't need another guard.
We don't need another hireling. We need a partner. The truth is, Bartrand's been tearing his beard out trying to fund this on his own, but he can't do it. Invest in the expedition. 50 sovereigns and he can't refuse. Not with me there to vouch for you.
Your brother doesn't seem like the sort who's willing to split profits.
My brother is many things, but he is not stupid. Far better to share the profits than be trapped in a tide with 1,000 darkspawn between you and the exit. Trust me, he'll come around.
Why would you stick your neck out for a complete stranger?
I'd rather take a chance on someone with your reputation than head into the deep roads unprepared. And besides, we'd be your partners. I'm willing to give a little trust if you are.
It sounds interesting. But if I had any gold, I wouldn't need this job.
You need to think big. There's only a brief window after a blight when the deep roads won't be crawling with darkspawn. The treasure you find down there could set you and your family up for life.
Вижу, музыку из DAO использовали,
The
кстати.
dwarf makes some sense. No offense. Look, you started this, and it's a good idea. Certainly better than ending up in the gallows.
We work together, you and I, and before you know it, you'll have all the capital you need. What do you say?
There might be nothing down there except darkspawn and rubble. How can you be sure we'll make a profit?
Well, Bartrand isn't grasping at strings. He's operating on some good information. Some of the deep roads are so old, even the dwarves have forgotten them. We just need to get down there. Then Bartrand will lead the way. You and I will be there.
Как правило, самая нижняя левая реплика зависит от личности ГГ. Попробую смотреть за этим, спасибо.
What makes you so certain you'll be useful to me?
Тема Арзамара. Кстати, да, тема Арзамара же.
I can help you find the jobs you need, and if you don't need me for that, there's always.
Я не уверен, что, кстати, тема Арзамара. Это, по-моему, еще где-то играла.
You named your crossbow.
And why not? She's a beauty. Isn't that right, sweetheart?
What's to stop you from taking my investment and running?
You'll be traveling with the expedition, and I'll be at your side. If I cross you, you'll be the first one to know. And I'll be the last.
You're asking me to take a lot on faith.
You're asking for a guarantee?
I don't know that I can give you one. Look, I know the Templars have been asking questions.
How terrible would it be to get out of the city for a while?
If this works out,
you'll be wealthy enough that the Order won't be able to touch you. You need the coin and
Интересно, вот она типа маг, ее покрывали весла. Ой, не весла, эти клинки кровавые. Если она прекратила с ними работать. Ну да, вот у них появились типа проблемы. Ладно, нет, тут вопрос в том, что типа почему они не продолжили свои взаимоотношения. Не хватает какого-то камня преткновения. Ну, может, будет дальше. Не знаю.
You have a deal.
Perfect. Kirkwell's crawling with work. You set aside some coin from every job and you'll have the money in no time.
Sure, easy. But maybe Aveline's got some bounties.
Преимущественно все-таки в Арзамаре. У меня почему-то ощущение, что она еще в этом играла. В Друманине, вот.
Now, let's go see what trouble we can stir up.
Лучший мальчик.
Where the rich go to piss their money away. This really is the best place in Kirkwell.
Ну, кстати, что еще бесявое в этой игре, что мне опять тоже не нравится, то, что нельзя снаряжать своих сопартийцев. Это, кстати, и потом дальше останется.
That dwarf better be right. I don't want to catch the blight down there.
How much longer before we go?
Varric, where did you get off to? And what are you planning?
Bartrand, so suspicious. I have in fact brought us our future partner.
What? Partner? You stupid nug-humping dirt farmer.
Why'd you go promising something like that?
Because if we don't get this expedition moving, brother, then we won't have any profits to argue about, will we?
Maybe you have a point.
There's so much love here. It's very comforting.
What I'd love is the coin to back up my brother's confidence. How about it, human?
Are we talking a full share here, or what?
If you have the coin, sure. You'll get a full share.
That seems like a lot for an expedition.
We're going lower into the deep roads than anyone's ever dared. Who knows what we'll find down there? Well, that means food and equipment and hirelings. None of that comes bloody cheap.
You'll get your coin.
And how about you tell me when that happens? Until then, you're not much of a partner.
Relax, Bartrand. Have I ever
За ними
let you
я
down?
как-то вообще не припомню.
You don't want
Ну, у меня
me to
такое
answer
ощущение,
that.
может быть, неправда. В ДАИ можно? А, в ДАИ это вернули все-таки? Я чуть помню, что в ДАИ не все можно менять, но не уверен. О, какие люди! Ну, в смысле гномы. Вообще все. Ну, значит, что-то не так запомнил.
Bodan Feddick, purveyor of goods both common and rare, at your service. And this is my son, Sandal, who is as brilliant an enchanter as you'll ever find. Say hello to the nice human, Sandal.
Привет.
Hello. We shall be accompanying your expedition and providing the needed supplies. It's all quite exciting, isn't it?
You aren't worried about venturing into such a dangerous place?
Not with such fine protection. But I digress. Do you wish to peruse my wares, or perhaps make use of Sandal's unique talents? Enchantment?
О, да.
Just so.
Как он там в первой части говорил? А, колдовство! Колдовство! Варику дожбенку можно снять и выдать ему кинжалы. Блин, Варика в рогу превратить.
Let's see what your son can do.
Enchantment!
Колдовство! Оружейные руны.
What do you need, my good friend?
Let's see what you have.
By all means. What do you need, my good friend?
I thought all enchanters were mages.
Not at all. The fabled dwarven resistance to magic has allowed enchantment of crafts for countless ages. Granted, most dwarven smiths must work for many, many years to learn the skill, but my boy is a natural, a savant beyond compare.
I like enchantment.
He enjoys his work. What more could one ask?
You two don't seem the sort to hire onto this sort of expedition.
My son and I have never played it safe. Never captured a tried and true rose. In fact, we have just returned from adventures while accompanying the hero of Ferelden, legendary Grey Warden and vanquisher of the Blight.
So you helped to defeat the Blight?
In our small way, perhaps. We did not fight at the Grey Warden's side, of course. The hero of Ferelden is a fine man. After all his accomplishments, may he find even greater success. Ah, but surely my past is hardly of interest to the likes of you. What? What do you need, my good friend?
Покупка? Я дурак. А можно отгрузиться обратно, пожалуйста? Да, можно. Что-то я затупил. Я думаю, откуда у меня эти предметы. Я покупал мусор. Сейчас быстро прогоним разговор.
Maybe you have a point. What I'd love is the coin. If you have the coin, well, that means food.
We shall be accompanying your expedition and providing the... but I digress. In fact...
Just keeping the peace.
You know, Junior, it's eerie how... Be careful if you're going into the...
Interesting place.
Madame Lucine runs the place for Harlan. Or with him. Or on him. It's a coterie thing.
Сразу в бордель. Ну, достойное же заведение.
The merchandise is up front.
Точно, эльфы же еще странные стали в этой части.
I've got your usual ready and waiting for you upstairs, Sarah.
I won't mention this to your mother if Madame Lucine. Mead is...
Coming right up. I'll get your order in a minute.
Так, воровать. Я, кстати, за все время, сколько не играл в первый Dragon Age, я все ачивки так и не получал никогда, по-моему. Ладно. Эти разрабы были недовольны, что эльфы слишком похожи на людей, поэтому решили их как-то редизайнуть. Интересно, интересно найти информацию. Хочу почитать, посмотреть. Я не уверен, что редизайн удачный, учитывая, что они довольно стрёмно выглядят. О, это не наши ребята. Черт знает. Че игра такая темная? Капец черная. Тени как будто совсем прям затемняют все.
You know, Junior, you're looking at this all wrong.
Whatever it is you're about to say, I'm not interested.
I'm a professional younger brother. Trust me, the center of attention's the worst place to be. When things go wrong, and they always do, that's where all the fingers point. Look at any kingdom in Thedas. You've got people who warm thrones, and people nobody sees who do the real work.
And my sister is a queen in this scenario. Perfect.
Point, missing it. Oh well.
I can't do that.
А, стоп. I can't do that, а он-то может.
You want me to do what?
Да, пока не может. А лучников тоже от критов надо играть?
I don't think I can do that.
Not likely. That's not really my thing.
Ладно, чуть позже сюда заглянем. Ну, игра, ну, это Кирквал напоминает чем-то такой полугреческий, полуарабский город.
pinch. I don't want to see any trouble from you.
They'll let anyone into Hightown these days.
Здесь хитрости, простой сундук, 20. Ага. Так, ну и забыла, у меня будет через скриты.
Who are you to talk to me like that, you blood peasant?
The guard who'll throw you out if you kick that wall one more time.
Good luck getting in. I've been waiting all day.
Aveline!
Hello, Hawk.
Nice to see I missed.
What? Oh, right. Sorry. It feels like we just talked. I've been keeping an eye on you. Information is one of the few perks of this job. Watch out for Bartrand. He's a son of a bitch.
You know I don't like it when you have people watch me.
Saved me camping on your doorstep. After what we went through to get here, let's just say I don't want to lose track of you. The places they have me patrolling, I've got time.
Не такая плохая баба.
Still having trouble? I thought you were past all that.
Как будешь романсить, забыл?
I've been pushed out to some dead patrols. Maybe I stepped on someone's toes.
You can be forceful.
Я, кстати, не помню, Андерсон настолько заднеприводный или нет.
In fact, I might have a job for you. Let me know if you want to do a favor for Kirkwall. Otherwise, I'm here if you need me. Maker knows I could use more satisfying work.
Она мне всегда нравилась за счет того, что она на какую-то русскую славянку похожа вот с этим ободком.
Seems like Kirkwall suits you.
It has been a challenge. Lots of opportunity, if you're the type the locals want.
Are you?
If you argue enough, you kind of convince yourself.
It's been a year settling in. Are you all right?
Would you hear me if I said yes? How close I hold my memories is my own business.
This must be a very different pace from serving King Kalen.
I love that life, but there's a new king for a new Ferelden. Seems cocksure, but I guess he was there when the Archdemon fell. Can't fault an active hand. It's just one more change, though. The real end for me was Ostagar. What about you, Carver? You were there. Do you feel something similar?
No.
All right, then. Bit of a tit, your brother.
Все-таки твой брат тот еще болван. Я только сейчас понял. Есть демоны, есть порождение тьмы. И порождение тьмы делают архидемона. Хотя к демонам он типа не относится. Забавно.
The blight is over. You could go back to Lothering.
That wasn't home for me. It was just where the Horde pressed us. It wasn't the first village I saw fall. But you don't get used to people losing everything.
Что это значит, я вернулся только чтобы сразиться?
I'd been away already. I don't know if I'd still call it home.
Sometimes the best thing about a place is that it's where you're from.
All right, Aveline. You have something worth doing?
My patrols may be empty walks in the dark, but there's something big coming up, and I could use you. An ambush, probably for a caravan, although I can't find any shipments that match up. Doesn't matter though. Highwaymen waiting for someone to rob. I'm putting a stop to it, my district or not.
На порождение тьмы тоже завязаны с тенью. Тут же золотой город. Ну, они завязаны, но они все равно разные вещи. Потому что на порождение тьмы не влияет тень. Они даже магией крови там пользуются своей особенной уличной магией. Так что это буквально два разных вида, которые еще и не связаны между собой. В какой-то степени. Ну, по крайней мере, из того, что мы знаем.
All right. Let's go break some necks for the greater good. I knew I could count on you. They're hidden up Sundermount, remote and rough, but we can make good time with a shortcut this side. And no, you can't run off and do it without me. I trust you, but I have to be there. You're acting on behalf of the guard.
Этот CB, так Себастьян Натурал, это он DLC вроде.
Not going to happen.
You want me to do what?
Так.
I don't think so.
Fine day, Sarah.
Strangely, this is the best place in the city for working shell games and changing forged coins.
Хоть что-то ты взломал. Эй, ребят, смотрите, я творю магию. Да, вам всем наплевать, вам за это не платят. Нам за это ребята не платят.
Fine day, Sarah.
Good luck getting in. I've been waiting all day.
The Viscount must be terribly busy. I've been waiting most of the day.
Good day.
А, у них с Кунари полноценная война была. Будет прикольно, если в четвертой части кризису Кунари уделят время.
The office of the Viscount is not open to the public, especially recent arrivals not actually part of the public.
Учитывая, насколько Кунари душные.
Not likely.
I can't do that.
That's not really my thing.
Good luck getting in. I've been waiting all day. How much longer do I have to wait?
Архидемон — это все-таки оскверненный вентрский бог. Так ли это? Может, да, может, нет.
Places, everyone.
Это, кстати, то время, когда я сошли с ума со своей политикой всяческих DLC. О, зеркало превращения, наконец-то. Вот это черный, по-моему. Где зеленый? Я не вижу зеленый. Вот так, наверное. А лицо можно еще немножко подкорректировать, а то оно пухленькое. Как-то так. Жаль, да, черное зеркало не изобрели. Это да. Ну, это та игра была, когда это была нормой. Что ты не можешь во время прохождения менять своего персонажа. Мянку я не могу заменить, да, по-моему, тебе? Ну и забирайте длинный лук, зачем он мне? Сейчас. Ну, кстати, реально верещит. Справедливости ради. Драться с спящей ногой невидимо. Что стоило спрятать статую за занавеской и показывать только художникам и скульпторам для изучения техники. Теперь же работу скульптора можно оценить исключительно на ощупь. Виной всем неблагопристойное поползновение пытливости рук и невинное желание ясности. Видите, 2 кровь дракона, тем не менее, можно было, аж пол сменить дождавали. Но только игра говна была и не работала. А так да, так все хорошо.
Magnificent.
Я пока это не могу одеть. И не смогу, судя по всему. Неужели они не понимали, какой типа Dragon Age была хитом, и всего лишь год дали на разработку второй части? Неужели... Мне каждый раз говорят, типа, люди не могут быть такими глупыми, и потом вспоминаешь таких вот случаях. Один медный, понимаю.
This city's full of people who are dead set.
My. If it isn't Hawk. Elegant. Lady elegant, if you don't mind. I'm a married woman now. Last time we met, you were still working for that brutish thug, Mirren. Things have been going well since then? Could be better. Could be worse. I often feel the same way. You may recall I supplied the Red Iron with potions. I'd be willing to extend you the same courtesy if you like. All I ask is you inform me of any interesting reagents you find. In exchange, I'll approach my contacts on your behalf. And of course you'll need the appropriate recipes, such as this one. Free, for old time's sake.
A market I can afford, and I don't want a bloody thing.
This is yours, if I'm not mistaken.
You did this. Without being begged and thrice paid. Interesting.
Бочка.
You want daggers? Got them too?
These prices cannot be... I swear it in Andraste's name.
You hear about the Amaranthine traitors?
Who?
Some harebrained nobles in Amaranthine were conspiring against the Warden Commander. A truly stellar idea, if you know anything about him. We caught most of the conspirators, but a few fled by sea and came here. We're offering a bounty.
And the city guard is all right with me killing foreign nobles?
We tried getting permission. Lots of bowing, lots of flowery phrases, and a great deal of nothing from the Viscount. I came here to do a job. So if the Viscount gets his precious feelings hurt, he can take it up with the Warden Commander.
Sounds like the Warden Commander could be deposed if he's not careful.
True. The Amaranthine nobles are still a trifle upset about the whole burning down of their city. But the farmers and rural nobles think the Warden Commander can do no wrong.
Tell me what I need to know.
Here's a list of names and descriptions. Anytime you end one of the bastards, let me know and I'll reward you. Better act fast though. We're looking for them too.
Жесть, у меня страж мстительный. Пришел душить беженцев аж из Амарантайна сюда. Амарантайн — это же вроде северный Эрлинг Ферлдена, если я не ошибаюсь.
So, here's the thing. We need to find a way into the deep roads. Bartrand can lead us to the right place once we're down there, but we need a good entrance.
How do you plan an expedition into the deep roads without knowing a way in?
We need an entrance that's close to our destination, but isn't already plundered or filled with darkspawn. Fortunately, I've received some new information. There's a Grey Warden in the city. If anyone knows how to get down there, it'll be him.
Why would a Grey Warden know that?
The Wardens don't just fight darkspawn. They forge into the deep roads all the time. And if he doesn't know, he might be able to point us to those who do.
Are there any other options?
None at the moment. Bartrand had an entrance lined up, but it was a bust. I'll keep looking, but if we don't find something, we'll have a fancy expedition with nowhere to go.
We may need to wring it out of him. Wardens can be secretive.
Let's look at our options first. I'd rather not fight a warden unless we have to. Supposedly, this Grey Warden came in with some other Ferelden refugees not long ago. A Lowtown woman named Lorene has been helping the Fereldans. We talk to her. Maybe we learn where he is. I'll keep after my contacts, see if I can drum up any other work.
Варик соперничество. Обидно.
Do you ever feel like you're part of a story that someone's telling? Maker, I wish whoever was telling the story had made me more handsome.
Ладно. Какие красивые комнаты.
My mother used to say that there are a lot more mages now than when she was a child. I think it's the lyrium in the water.
Did you approve my application?
I can't make you a guard, Carver.
We were both soldiers. Why won't they take me?
I was an officer, and I follow orders.
No, you don't.
I also think of others before myself. You seem tired of that, and that's dangerous.
Just when it's not my choice. You told them not to take me, didn't you?
Yes.
Welcome to the Hanged Man.
What's the word on the street?
You saw the shipwrecked Kunari. There was a man in here who swears he saw the whole thing happen. Apparently, the Dreadnought was fighting another ship before they both crashed on the reef.
Any other news?
I hear rumors of a healer in Darktown who's looking after the sick. For free. Imagine that.
Any other news?
There's an expedition heading to the deep roads, and every sword and his dog wants in on it.
Any other news?
The craziest thing. Apparently, the pigeon population has taken a nosedive in Ferelden.
Отсылка на Шейлу.
What kind of sick individual preys on those innocent things?
Any other news?
People say Meredith's the real power in Kirkwall, not the Viscount. Even Dumar answers to her.
Any other news?
Apparently, the Kunari are just waiting for a ship to take them back to Parvollen. Hope it comes soon.
Any other news?
You ever met the Viscount Dumar? The man doesn't use his head for anything but storage for fancy hats.
Any other news?
Apparently, the Kunari are just waiting for a ship to take them back.
I hear Meredith makes blankets from the hair of dead mages to keep her warm in the winter.
Varric, do you do anything?
Am I the next stop in your career evaluations? Joy of joys.
You watch and you talk. Is that it?
You are dismissing hallmarks of both the utterly ineffectual and the incredibly dangerous.
I don't know what you mean.
It means coins flow when I talk and when I shut up. Like if you got paid to guard or unguard.
That makes no sense.
Good.
Hey there, lovely.
No offense to your uncle, but this house smells like really old cabbage.
А, вот почему я в дом не мог попасть. Надо было пешком прийти.
Hard to believe they left me nothing.
Well, Mother was pretty steamed when you...
He wasn't like this in Lothering. I think he misses the open fields. Come on. Let's play Fetch the Invisible Ball.
He just needs to get out more. Don't you, boy?
He's part of the family. I wouldn't want to lose him.
Take it. I'm sick of what's-his-name staring and panting.
Gamlen, honestly, a Mabari understands what you say. Try using his name.
What's wrong with dog? Real easy to remember.
Имя собаки. Собака. Пусть так будет.
I'll let you sleep.
My children have been in servitude for a year. They should be nobility.
If wishes were poppy, we'd all be dreaming.
Why was nothing set aside for us, Uncle?
Your mother was supposed to marry the Comte de Launcey, and instead she ran off with some Ferelden apostate. You don't get to stay the favorite when you do that.
Where is Father's will? If I could just see for myself.
It's not here, all right? It was read, it went in the vault. No one needed to look
точно, он
at it
же
again.
врет насчет этого завещания. Точно, там же ко второй главе или когда ты его же разоблачаешь.
I know the Amels were nobility, Mother, but not much else. Why don't you ever talk about them?
The Amels have been a noble family in Kirkwall since Garahel drove out the Fourth Blight. But we've always carried magic in our blood. It's been a stain on our lineage. No family of good standing would ever marry into a line with magic. When I chose your father, I was bringing more magic into our line, not less. I think that's what hurt my parents the most.
Он еще и магом был.
Did Grandfather mention Mother in his will at all?
Our father died when you were still in Pinafores, girl. You can hardly expect me to remember.
Oh, of course not. Why should you do something reasonable?
Take me to the vault.
Can't. It's in the cellar of the estate. Someone else lives there now.
What daft bastard leaves that behind?
It was old news. You think I've been sitting here for 25 years waiting for Leandra to slink back?
Who bought the estate, Gamlen? Perhaps I could speak to them. Was it the Reinhardts?
No one you know. Get used to Lowtown, sister.
Да,
That's
сразу
where we're
разоблачить
going
можно.
to stay.
Не, вроде вот там... Я не помню, он в несколько этапов квест или нет. Я помню, что ты узнаешь правду, что там ее простили, и можно его сразу на место поставить.
Maker, what a mess. I want to make things better for Mother. But some of what Gamlen says, I'm having a hard time hating him. Playing caretaker for someone else's life. Stuck in their shadow. That's no way to live.
Here we go again.
Look, if you want to join the fight over who lost the most, fine. But I never lived here. Mother even gave me her old key to try and stir something. But I didn't know Grandfather. Finding his will doesn't matter to me.
We're scraping to bribe Bartrand, and you don't think having an estate would help?
Sure it would, but it won't be free. How much unwanted attention will warring with slavers get us?
What have you heard?
Uncle's a chatty drunk. He was up to his neck and signed everything over. That's who has the estate. Apparently, the most extensive wine cellar in Kirkwall is now a slave highway from the Undercity. That's the family legacy.
Там тивендерцы сидят же.
I don't know about you, but that makes me a little angry.
We agree at last.
So, forgetting everything else, what would you do with slavers?
Only one thing their kind deserves.
We agree at last.
All right, sister. If the key works, we'll clear the estate from the Undercity up. I don't know if this will help, but I do feel like hitting someone.
I think this is the same cheese that was here a year ago. Looks like the dog's trying to tunnel his way out of this hovel. Can't blame him. What is that stain?
Посылочки. Сколько всего? Не буду, наверное, это пока все трогать. Нимба шмоточки. Pay-to-win получается. Аж 15 уровень. Не скоро мне ими пользоваться. Клеймо убийц. Нет, пока тоже. Наверное, это все перед концом игры надо играть. 334. Стиль Джарви. Улучшается с повышением уровня. Посох я бы взял. Может, сейчас пойдем разоблачим дядю.
I'm surprised you still travel with us, Aveline.
Carver, don't.
You're ever so busy with the guardsmen. It must be a burden to slum with the refugees.
It's oddly comforting that you insult me like I'm family.
That wasn't... No, I didn't mean that.
I know, but you should be glad that's how I took it.
А книжки-то съел, там еще 5 голды лежало где-то. Не, это пока оставил. Может быть, потом когда-нибудь поздно возьму. Пока что не надо. В первой части вроде 50 золотых это целое состояние было.
If you're seeking aid, leave your name with my girl. We serve everyone here. No one came from Ferelden without trouble. But I can't give priority to anyone who's already found work and lodging.
Is there a way I can assist these people?
If you've coin to spare, we won't turn it down. Donations go in the box up front.
Донаты это хорошо, кстати.
I hear you know where I can find a Ferelden Grey Warden.
Only Ferelden Grey Warden I've heard of is sitting on the throne. We're out of the Blight's path now. Why would you need a warden?
The healer was one of them once, wasn't he? A warden?
Well, he's not now, and busy enough without answering fool questions about it.
Серые стражи, кстати, довольно свободный орден. И в политику могут влезать, и жениться, отношения устраивать. Хотя, казалось бы, это их отвлекает от их главного дела. Прям удивлен, что у них настолько свободный орден.
Then I'll only ask very smart questions.
I do not joke, Sirrah. You see what our people face in Kirkwall. They have no jobs, no homes. Most can barely buy bread. This healer, he serves them without thought for coin. He's closed their wounds, delivered their children.
And yet he needs to hide.
He's a good man. I won't lose him to the blighted Templars.
You mean he's a mage?
Would I stick my neck out for some purveyor of hensbane and leeches?
Oh, perish the thought. Another delicate mage flower.
He doesn't want to be locked in
А
the
если все
gallows
знают,
just
что он
for
маг, то
using
чего
the
они
gifts
прибежали
the
и не
Maker
схватили
gave
его?
him?
По идее, им нельзя в политику? Ну почему? Первый страж, который в Андерфелсе, по-моему, находится, он в политике по уши погряз. Орлисианские стражи, там, по крайней мере, этот страж-командор из Орлея прибыл. Потом София Дрейден из DLC-шки первой части, у нее там тоже, она залезла в политику. Стражи постоянно в политику лезут. Дункан, кореш Кайлана был. В Ралдене изгоняли стражей? Да, да, там было что-то об этом.
I wouldn't worry so much about his safety. Worry about yours.
Don't you threaten me. You think we're strangers to violence after the Blight? Any Ferelden in the city would lay down his life for the healer after what he's done for us. Still, I suppose you can seek him out. Anders certainly hasn't turned anyone else away. Look for the lit lantern in Darktown. If you have need enough.
Да, мне, кстати, не понравилось, что Андерс в крысу сыграл. Но, с другой стороны, в первой части это тоже было, когда ты в Awaken переходишь, и тебя все кинули, вообще все. Ладно, я понимаю, там типа Алистер тебя кинул, у него хотя бы причина есть, все остальные тебя просто кинули. Не помню, как ее... Ну, София. А, Огрин. Вот я хотел сейчас перейти к кому. Огрин единственный бро, который тебя не кинул. Зеврану на тебя пофиг, он свалил. Лилиане на тебя пофиг, она вообще странная. Вин, ладно, плевать на нее. Мориган, у нее тоже, ладно, свои причины есть, хотя... Ладно, у нее есть свои причины. Кто там еще был? Стэн тоже, понятно, ему уйти надо было. Я оставаться, Стэн уходить. Шейла тебя кинула. Кто там еще был? У Огрина, кстати, интересная предыстория, почему он типа к тебе пошел. Огрин прям офигенный. Больше не могу вспомнить, кто еще был. Ну, короче, то, что тебе некоторые спутники кинули без причины, это, конечно, обидно.
Hey, we heard you in there asking about the healer. We know what happens to mages in this town. And it ain't gonna happen to him.
You want him safe? Don't pick fights with other Fereldans while the Templars are after us all.
Ferelden? But you're clothes. I figured you for a Kirkwaller, sorry. Maker bless the rule of our King Alistair.
Задолжил драку, изи.
Maybe I should put you to use, Varric.
Oh, I'm going to... I deny you! One less against us. Alone in the dark.
Ow.
You!
Let's do this! Target that right there!
Лицо он мне, конечно, больно оторвал. Конечно, жаль, что реплики с просьбой о помощи сопротивиться всегда ведут к самому лучшему исходу. Это легко, кстати, бы решалось, если бы просто было несколько таких реплик.
Tom Wise?
Huh? Oh, Hawk. Haven't seen you since Mirren hired me for that Red Iron job. Been a while. Heard you're going on some expedition into the deep roads. And right into Darkspawn territory. Sure that's wise?
I fought Darkspawn before.
Just watch your back. That's all I'm saying. Say, you still in the market for some poisons? The Red Iron's been scarce, and business has been a little slow. You find any rare reagents and want me to whip you up something, just let me know. In fact, since you're an old friend, here's a recipe. My speciality. Everyone needs an edge sometimes, right? Still living with that uncle of yours in Lowtown. Nobody stabbed you.
Freedom.
Клака. Такое милое место.
Well, this looks like...
To arms! Have at you!
Тоже комбинированные заклинания, наверное, тоже пропали. Большой аванпост.
Get ready! That's enough.
То есть поставили только межклассовые комбинации. Игра прям ощущается такой обрывочной.
If you have a plan, get to it.
The Amel crest, I think.
Грустное семейство бомжей.
Mother described once. Put that above your door and you better have the ties to back it up. Otherwise you just look old.
Here we go.
Ow.
Face me. I stand for all of us.
You want this?
To arms!
А, собачка хотела же погулять. Состояние эпохи независимости кончилось. Любопытно, что тут разбойники автоматически уклоняются от ловушек. Да? Ну, имеет, наверное, смысл. Хотя...
Someone's left a surprise here.
I knew I should have
I stand for all of us. There. How about you?
Easy.
Mind if I try my hand at that? Easy as pie.
Переклики с магами. Так маги сами себя в круг заперли. Да уж, потомки вряд ли им спасибо сказали.
That has to be the vault. If there's anything to learn about family, that's where it is. So this is it. Grandfather's will. Let's just take it back to Mother and be done with it.
I'll head for the door soon enough. I want to look around first.
Даже так.
Good day to you.
Sebastian, stop this madness.
О, это чё?
Chantry cannot condone revenge, Sebastian.
It is my right, my duty, to show these assassins there is nowhere in the free marches to hide.
This is murder.
No. What happened to my family was murder.
Хожу с гигантским посохом. Я не маг. Oh, shit.
So I'm just saying, blood's blood and all, but you
Oh,
are
no,
taking
she's
advantage
really
of my hospitality. It's only fair if you make something of a monthly contribution.
You sold my children into servitude. Now you're asking me to pay rent?
Maybe just put something towards food.
Gamlin lied to you, Mother. We found the will.
Grandfather left everything to Mother and us. I guess he had some sense after all. See for yourself.
I should maybe...
To my daughter Leandra, and all children born of her, the estate in Hightown and all associated revenues.
What do you have to say for yourself?
You're the one who ran away, Leandra. What happened to love is so much more important than money.
It is!
You didn't even come home for the funeral.
The twins were a week old.
We all have our burdens. Mine was looking after a life you abandoned. How long was I supposed to wait?
Задолжал дядюшка.
You'll spend the rest of your life paying my mother back for what you stole.
Andraste's ass, I will.
I don't expect that, Gamlin. It's enough to know Mother and Father didn't die angry. I'll petition the Viscount for rights to reclaim the estate. Make a willing, you'll have your house back within weeks.
You don't have the coin or standing to even get an audience with the Viscount. You've got to be someone in this city to live in that house again.
Then I had better get started.
Не, нельзя так делать. Вот клоун тоже.
So, what? Are you here to gloat? Gamlen's the idiot again. Gamlen's the fool who can't hold his money when it's given in a bloody silver basket. I tried, you know, when Leandra left. But no one was ever going to live up to her.
What was she like? As a girl?
We're only a year apart. But that was time enough for Leandra to get our parents wrapped firmly around her little finger. They showed her off at every opportunity. The beauty, the scholar, the light of their lives. As far as they were concerned, they should have stopped there.
I've seen the nobles in this town. Your parents must have had a fortune. Where did it all go?
Well, it's not like I stood at the side of the wharf and hurled it over. I tried to invest it. I got some good tips on trade in Kunari cheeses. And, you know, a man's got needs. I'm not denying I spent more on myself than I should have, but I figured it'd all work out.
Don't make excuses.
I changed their filthy sheets and wiped their chins through 2 bouts of the cholera, and the last word Father said was... Leandra. I'm not looking for love, but at least I got the money.
Не могу его понять. Забавно, раньше я его хейтил.
Stop looking at me.
What's your issue now, little hawk?
More mages. You talk. I'm going to ask the guards about their training.
I know your face. I am Tobias. You and that man are both hawks. I remember your father. Malcolm was a good man.
My father must have left quite an impression. The letter I found was ancient.
I needn't tell his own child how special he was. As to the letter, it pained me to send news of the Templar's death.
The Templar?
He allowed your father to leave Kirkwall. Rule is not served by caging the best of us. A wise man.
Not what I would expect from a Templar.
There was a time when the rules of the Order could be interpreted to suit a situation. Unlike these days.
Ну да, значит, он чистый маг был.
I will send the letters I held. It seems fitting that they return to family.
Помню, специально качал мага ради специализации мага крови, разочаровался, всем по барабану твою магию в крови. Я бы тебе дал виртуальную пятюню. Я бы тебе дал пятюню, если мог, но хотя бы дам виртуальную, вот.
Few like your father remain. Even fewer like the Templar. Rest well at the Maker's side, Sir Morivar Carver.
А, Моривар Карвер. Все, понял прикол.
Carver? Well, well. Something to discuss back at the house.
Вот змея, вот тварь. Сразу такая злорадная. Что капец. Лишь бы порофлить. В оригинальной-то да, у него очень типа сильно реагирует на магию крови. Там есть типа один момент, вроде помню точно, когда Мориган возмущается, что ты из нее малефикара сделал. При разговоре с храмовником это вроде было. А так... Да, жалко, что особо никто не реагирует. Вообще, учитывая вот эту вот часть, и как это все тут повязано на магах и храмовниках, по сути, выбор магии крови должен вообще капец как менять твое прохождение. Ну да, по факту всем плевать. Печально. Трассе.
Maker's blessing on you.
А, Траска. Думал, Трассе.
Greetings, Miss Eyre.
Товары для магов. Понимаю.
This isn't right. I alphabetized the potions yesterday.
I can't wait until I've had enough training to meet a real mage.
Я все равно, наверное, прокачаю магию крови. Вряд ли это хоть на что-то скажется в сюжетном плане, но... Может быть, я смогу найти хоть какой-то билд, который сможет ее использовать.
Varric, Carver. Still think you're helping while bearing us in debt to your brother?
Still riding side saddle while bitching at your betters?
Drinks later?
Never miss them.
Ля токсики. О, крыса, которая сбежала. Мы Андерсу жизнь спасли, а эта крыса просто сбежала. Обидно.
I have made this place a sanctum of healing and salvation. Why do you threaten it?
I'm just here to talk.
We're interested in getting into the deep roads. Rumor has it you were a warden. Do you know a way?
Did the warden send you to bring me back? I'm not going. Those bastards made me get rid of my cat. Poor Sir Pouncelot. He hated the deep roads.
Вот это
You had a
мотив.
cat named Sir Pouncelot in the deep roads.
He was a gift. A noble beast. Almost got ripped in half by a genlock once. He swatted the bugger on the nose. True
Это
blood, too. The blighted warden said he made me too soft. I had to give him to a friend in Amaranthine.
Да, там вроде последняя способность имба. Большой духовный урон по области с оцепенением без френдли файра. В Дао многое имба. В Авейкинге лучники имба поломанная, которая ваншотает вообще все. В обычной игре всякое оледенение, не знаю, там магия духа неплоха была. Через боевого мага можно играть. Роги имба, потому что в спину могут атаковать. Воины просто скорее как танки сами по себе. Не, ну, которые в две руки держат оружие, они имбовые, потому что у них скорость большая, урон большой за счет рун.
So you came to Kirkwall just to escape the wardens?
You say that like it's a small thing. Yes. I'm here because there's no warden outpost, no darkspawn, and a whole host of refugees to blend in with. And some reasons of my own.
Я так думаю, если страшно идет лекарство от призыва, то эта крыса Андерс первым же побежит в первых рядах назад.
I've always heard that joining the wardens is for life.
That's only partly true. The hopelessly tainted by the darkspawn and plagued by nightmares about the archdemon parts don't go away. But it turns out if you hide well, you don't have to wear the uniform or go to the parties.
I'm part of an expedition into the deep roads. Any information you have could save people's lives.
I will die a happy man if I never think about the blighted deep roads again. You can't imagine what I've come through to get here. I'm not interested. Although, a favor for a favor. Does that sound like a fair deal? You help me, I'll help you.
Ты проходила Alien Isolation? Нет. Если доживет, его же убить можно. Наверное. Я просто имею в виду в целом, что вот он такой из себя весь. Ой, эти стражи, вот я-то красавчик, а эти стражи. А когда его шкуру найдется, как спасти, он такой сразу: ой, стражи, я вас обожаю, я же ваш брат, помогите мне.
Let's be more specific. I don't do anything involving children or animals.
I have a warden map of the depths in this area, but there's a price. I came to Kirkwall to aid a friend, a mage, a prisoner in the wretched gallows. The Templars learned of my plans to free him. Help me bring him safely past them, and you shall have your maps.
What do the Templars know of your plans?
I don't know. I had been exchanging notes with Carl through a maidservant in the gallows.
Carl.
Then the letters stopped coming.
You want to make your friend an apostate?
That's such a weighted term. Yes, Andraste said magic should serve man, not rule him. But I've yet to find a mage who wants to rule anything. It goes against no will of the Maker for mages to live as free as other men.
Forcing mages into servitude is not the way to prevent the rise of another Imperium.
That's not usually the response I get. Perhaps we will work together better than I expected.
What do the Templars know of your plans?
I don't know. I had been exchanging notes with Carl through a maidservant in the gallows. Then the letters stopped coming.
I would help any mage in such circumstances. Map or no.
Better make this good. We're risking a lot if we anger the Templars.
I welcome your aid. I have already sent word for Carl to meet me in the Chantry tonight. Join us there, and we'll ensure that no matter who is with him, we all walk away free.
Карвер, соперничество 5. Я буду сегодня получать что-нибудь, кроме соперничества? Усмирение. О, это ничем хорошим не попахивает.
These streets should be safe at night. Care to help out with that?
I saw Carl go inside a few minutes ago. No Templars so far. Are you ready?
I didn't see anyone suspicious out here. Let's do...
All right.
Сейчас будет грустно-то.
When we find Carl, just let me talk to him.
Anders, I know you too well. I knew you would never give up.
What's wrong? Why are you talking like...
I was too rebellious, like you. The Templars knew I had to be... made an example of.
No!
How else will mages ever master themselves? You'll understand, Anders. As soon as the Templars teach you to control yourself. This is the apostate.
No!
Never take another mage as you took him.
Я вообще не удивлен конфликту между магами и храмовниками после того, как они так поступают. Вообще не знаю, какой нормальный человек будет поддерживать церковь Dragon Age. Смотри, как те еще террористы во вселенной. У них конченых больше, чем не конченых.
Anders, what did you do? It's like you brought a piece of the fate into this world. I had already forgotten what that feels like.
I thought the Tranquil were cut off from the Fade forever.
When you're tranquil, you never think on your life before. But it's like the Fade itself is inside Anders, burning like a sun. Please, kill me before I forget again. I don't know how you brought it back, but it's fading.
Carl, no.
Maybe we can find a cure.
Can you cure a beheading? The dreams of tranquil mages are severed. There is nothing left of them to
Отсоединенный от
fix.
сервера.
I would rather die a mage than live as a Templar puppet.
Да, не все слишком жестят, тут скорее серая мораль. Так, а серая мораль в чем у магов? Они просто хотят свободно жить. А то, что тебя по природе, по рождению запирают в какой-то башне и заставляют делать тебе какие-то вообще левые люди, которых ты не знаешь, и им ничем не обязан, это странно. Ну и типа да, тут опять же прослеживается та мораль, что магов сделали держателями свечек в церквях. Когда ты там обладаешь силой менять мир. Ну, они опасаются типа вот этого в Винтерской империи с магами крови и так далее, но они сами же к этому и подводят своими действиями.
I would rather die than be tranquil. Help him.
I got here too late. I'm sorry, Carl. I'm so sorry.
Now, it's fading. Why do you look at me like that?
Goodbye.
Они так убивают.
Before more Templars come.
Они постоянно так убивают людей в игре. Ну что в первой части, что в этой. Жестоко.
Talk. What happened to you in the Chantry?
This is hard to explain. When I was in Amaranthine, I met a spirit of justice who was trapped outside the Fade. We became friends, and he recognized the injustice that mages in Thedas face every day.
And that's different than a demon.
Just as demons prey on the deadly sins of mankind, there are good spirits who embody our virtues. Spirits of compassion, fortitude, justice. They are the Maker's first children, and they have all but given up on us.
What does this have to do with your eyes glowing?
To live outside the Fade, he needed a host. I offered to help him. We were going to work together, bring justice to every child ever ripped away from his mother to be sent to the Circle. But I guess I had too much anger. Once he was inside me, he changed.
So, you have this spirit of justice living in your head?
It's not like that. He's gone now. He's part of me. It's not like we can have a conversation. I feel his thoughts as my own. Not even the greatest scholar could tell you where I end and he begins.
That really didn't look like a happy, benevolent spirit from where I was standing.
The Templars will think the same. We're friends with a monster.
Since when is justice happy? Justice is righteous. Justice is hard. But my anger, when I see Templars now, things that have always outraged me, but I could never do anything about, he comes out. And he is no longer my friend, Justice. He is a force of vengeance, and he has no grasp of mercy.
Красава. Андерс бесполезный, кидала, крыса. И помимо всего прочего, ему можно еще приписать убийство доброго духа. Замечательно.
Can justice ever be separated from you?
Такого доброго духа испогонял, да-да-да. Гениально, положительный персонаж.
The curses of my own making. All I can do now is hope to control it.
Can you bring him out at will?
No. He comes only when I've lost all power over myself. It's a madness, a frenzy. I only find out after what I might have done.
Мне нравятся мужчины с темным прошлым.
Wow. Your problems make mine seem small.
Here. These are all the documents I have for this area. I can understand if you would rather me not join you personally. I cannot control my need for vengeance. I would ask no one to take on the danger of traveling with me. I will be here in my clinic if you need me.
Месть. Не месть. Возмездие. А, не месть. Справедливость. Не месть. Улучшает показатели отряда. Неплохо. Будешь у нас с саппортом. Жаль, что Андерс тупо единственный маг-лекарь, без него играть тяжко. На сложной, по крайней мере. Я проходил игру, ну, до второго с чем-то акта на кошмаре, поэтому я знаю, о чем ты говоришь. Это, в принципе, база в Dragon Age, что когда ты играешь на высокой сложности, тебе надо больше магов иметь для прохила. Как минимум 2. Но 2 мага на прохил, 1 фулл саппорт, 1 ДДшник еще может быть. Танк нужен, который будет все это агрить и рога. Как же комфортно на среднем уровне сложности играть.
These thugs are plaguing the streets. I don't see a problem in giving them the fight they want.
Так, Варик. Интересно, тут вообще хоть какая-то вариативность билдов есть? Я пока смотрю, персонажи довольно однообразно качаются. Разве что у главного героя есть вариативность, а у других. Мне очень дико нравился мод в первой части, который позволяет респекаться. И можно даже базовых персонажей, которые с тобой идут, респекать. То есть Алистера из Храмовника, например, превратить в другой класс. Или, например, Стена сделать из мастера двуручного оружия, сделать из него воина с двумя мечами. Это так классно. Веждение, колдовские ужасы и магии крови один фиг даже на легком уровне сложности дамажит. Звездец, я был в шоке. Может быть, что-то этому способствует.
Sweet mother of Partha, you can't just run up on someone like that. Are you the one that mercenary told me about? The one looking for work?
Just tell me what you want.
Of course. Listen to me babbling like a lyrium smuggler, which I'm not. My apologies, human. I haven't been on the surface very long. I keep thinking I'll fall up into that sky any minute.
Bertrand used to be like that. Got jumpy every time he stepped outside.
But I digress. I need some help. Rather badly, in fact. Some product of mine has been misplaced. The men who were supposed to deliver it decided not to. If you retrieve my property, I could reward you handsomely.
Just what did these men steal?
Did I say steal? I don't know if I would go that far. They seemed like perfectly reasonable smugglers. They smiled and everything. The goods are valuable, however, and illegal. And my client wants them very, very badly. You know how these Templars can be.
You're smuggling lyrium to the Templars?
Maker's breath. Between the Chantry, the Carta, and the Coterie.
By the Paragons, not so loudly.
Храмовники же лириумные торчки.
My word. I'm
Буквально.
not cut out for this. I should have taken that job sweeping staples like Mother insisted.
Just what did these men...
The goods are valuable, however, and illegal. And my client wants them very, very badly. You know how these...
Make it worth my time, and I'll help you.
Oh, I will. Or I'll try to. The gentlemen conduct their business at night in a little hovel within the alienage. If you have to kill them, then I guess it can't be avoided. But I'm sure they'll be reasonable.
А почему у Авелин соперничество? Что я сделал? Капец, у него телосложение маленькое.
Well, if it ain't my favorite new citizen. What are you doing here?
A good question.
Did you finally figure out being free and poor in Kirkwall ain't worth a rat's spit?
My year's done. But a day's work for a day's pay. That I could do.
You mean you're not too good for my kind of work? Because the blokes I hired after you couldn't find their arse with both hands. I sent them to take out Lord Harriman while he was preparing his cargo for shipping. Nighttime, docks, simple. Never came back.
I haven't heard a job in this yet.
The job's the same. Kill Harriman, but there'll be a bonus if you find my men alive.
I assume this isn't personal.
Job's paid for second-hand by some other old Kirkwall family. The nobles here like to shank each other for sport. We're just their knives.
Who's Lord Harriman?
I don't know the who, but the what is old and rich. Rumor says he's a savvy one. His daughters give him marriage ties to half the city.
I'm sure I can finish what they started.
They were supposed to ambush him at the docks. That'd be the best place to start looking. And remember, Harriman dead, my lad Gustav alive.
Oh, Gustavo.
Other way around, then you don't get paid.
Надеюсь, после того, как мы спасем Густава, там появится еще Вита Скалета. Я больше играю в кошмар на уровне сложности в Дае, тем временем, как дракона кусали всего по 400 урона, лучники выстрелом снимали по 2к хп, да гарантированный ваншот. Весело. Вау. Можно просто кнопочкой R отсасывать деньги с пола. Не знал об этом. Я не знал. Вау. Так, после этого квеста надо будет пойти попить. Еще немножко поиграть и заканчивать будем. Уже очень поздно. Ау. О, я его треснул.
They were clearly expecting someone. Anso's goods are It's empty.
Waste of bloody time. Who put us up to this?
I guess we have no choice but to go.
О. Засада.
That's not the elf. Who is that?
It doesn't matter. We were told to kill whoever enters the house.
Now we fight.
Твинтерский охотник. По-моему, в зависимости от сложности меняется расход маны, потому что я прям могу свободно кастовать, а на кошмаре я еле-еле мог хотя бы один кастовать. По крайней мере, у меня такое ощущение. Вау, город такой суровый, что на каждом шагу магии разборки устраивают. Опять 2 шага и мультики.
I don't know who you are, friend, but you made a serious mistake coming here.
Lieutenant, I want everyone in the clearing, now!
Captain!
Your men are dead, and your trap has failed. I suggest running back to your master while you can.
You're going nowhere, slave.
I am not a slave.
Mr. Edgelord.
I apologize. When I asked Anso to provide a distraction for the hunters, I had no idea they'd be so numerous.
We faced worse.
Impressive. My name is Fenris. These men were Imperial bounty hunters, seeking to recover a Magister's lost property, namely myself.
Кстати, вышел же анимированный сериал по Друманину, если кому интересно.
Crude as their methods were, I could not face them alone. Thankfully, Anso chose wisely.
Everything Anso said was a lie, then?
Not everything. Your employer was simply not who you believed.
If you couldn't fight them, why not just run?
There comes a time when you must stop running, when you turn and face the tiger.
That seems like a lot of effort to find one slave.
It is.
Does this have something to do with those markings?
Yes. I imagine I must look strange to you. I did not receive these markings by choice. Even so, they have served me well. Without them, I would still be a
Прошлый
slave.
стрим умер? Ну, там в начале он умер. А так этот идет. Как-то было дело, я Фенриса продал в рабство обратно к хозяину. Жесть. Я даже не знаю, как это можно было устроить.
I don't appreciate being lied to.
Perhaps the deception was unnecessary. If so, I am sorry. I've become too accustomed to hiding. If I may ask, what was in the chest? The one they kept in the house?
It was empty.
I suppose it was too much to hope for. Even so, I had to know.
You were expecting something else?
I was, but I shouldn't have. It was bait, nothing more.
You didn't need to lie to get my help.
That remains to be seen. It's as I thought. My former master accompanied them to the city. I know you have questions, but I must confront him before he flees. I will need your help.
It sounds like you intend to do more than just talk.
Denarius wants to strip the flesh from my bones, and has sent so many hunters that I've lost count. And before that, he kept me on a leash like a Qunari mage, a personal pet to mock Qunari custom.
Ouch.
So, yes, I intend to do more than just talk.
You lured me into a trap, and now you want my help.
If Anso had told you to divert an ambush of Tevinter bounty hunters, would you have done it?
I would have charged more.
My funds are limited, but I will find a way to repay you if you help me now. I swear it.
Let's do this.
The Magister is staying at a mansion in Hightown. Meet me there as soon as you can. We must enter before morning.
Пипец, какая анимешная внешность. Ну, значит, не мне одному это показалось. Я что-то думаю, что эльфов превратили в анимешников в Dragon Age. Значит, не показалось. Чуть не упал. Чё по деньгам уже? 15. Гном убежал уже отсюда. Так, ладно, пойду попью. Сейчас буду. Текс.
It's about time. Get back!
Дамочка, вы будете танчить?
I don't make my guards fight gangs in dark corners, but if you'd like to help.
Now we fight! For the throat! I don't think I can do that.
You want me to do what? I don't think so. Not likely.
Бесполезный разбойник.
Have I mentioned that I hate this part of town?
Вау. Как вкусно залетел фейербол. Всех ребят вообще не беспокоит удар. А сколько же им тут гробов? По-моему, я зарабатываю в разы меньше, чем гробовщики в этом городе. Марик недостаточно хитрый гном, чтобы у тебя взломать замки. Ну ладно, стой. Что у меня хп вообще ноль? Ау. Ау. Лицо оторвало. Так, в дом Хоуков нужно.
Here we go!
Какой-то старой версии игры, помню, там накладывали еще и ловушки. Уф. Это даже звучит больно. Кулак хлоп в смятки.
You all right?
Want the best? Take it from the worst. Then sell to specialists like you. Always willing to give a discount to the people who save my skin.
Piece of cake.
Ау. Господи, я напугался, вот этот скример. Представляю, натыкаешься вот так вот на невидимую ловушку в игре, взрываешься в жизни.
So, someone dropped off a message for you. It's on the desk. Not before he...
Gave it a shake to see if there were coins inside.
Still brooding? Your nobility. Knock it off.
We're still a long way from cowing Templars with our titles, sister.
Is there something you would do differently, brother?
It's not up to me. We're on pace to recover an old name for an old woman. And when we're done, I don't know, I guess we'll sit around thinking about how great we used to be. Mother didn't even want that life back until we got dumped here. And you only care because we're under Templar scrutiny.
Интересно, то он себя ведет как жопа, а Беттаниси тоже ведет как жопа?
You hating everything I do is really losing its charm.
Sure, make light. Why take anything seriously? You're the eldest. You lead by default.
I don't see you taking the reins.
When should I do that? When I'm following you around, or when I'm caring for Mother while you tame mighty Kirkwall? Besides, we both know what happens when someone leaves dear sister's protection. I'm sure Bethany would appreciate that you're keeping good humor.
Fun's fun, but you're taking this little pissing match too far.
What? You don't like someone making a joke out of everything you are?
I don't see the humor in digging up Bethany so you can hide behind her, too. I think we're done.
Беттани лапочка? Вот этот токсик вообще жуткий. Жалко, его нельзя пожертвовать.
I don't know. It's like Mother taking everything out on us. She was just scared. I don't have a place in the life she is trying to bring back. I'm here if you need me. But I must find my own way.
Вообще драма на пустом месте. С чего там у тебя нету места для жизни там? Пф. Странный чел.
Here, I got you something.
Why?
We ended on a tense note last time. Take it as you will.
These are by Father. Are you sure they aren't meant for you? I bet another mage could get more out of them. For your service that cannot be admitted, I ask that you accept this trinket and know that I shall respect your name. Thank you, Conscience of the Order, Sir Morivar Carver. Carver?
The Templar who allowed Father to leave Kirkwall. Your namesake.
A Templar? Have we met a Templar who isn't a colossal prig?
Father must have felt he was worth honoring.
A man who let him look ahead. And a name that would always mean skill thoughtfully applied.
Seems like he thought it held some promise.
Not a link back, but how to go forward. That's what I was to him. I don't know what to say. Except... thank you.
Вау, дружба 15. Ё-моё. Почему они с неба спрыгивают? Дамочка, вам в порядке? Стоять там. Прыжки веры. А что получается, мы с ассасинами деремся? Я представляю, как они Киркова каждую ночь от трупов просто отмывают. Тупо город греха.
No one has left the mansion, but I've heard nothing within. Daenerys may know we're here. I wouldn't put it past him.
I could stand to know a little more about this Daenerys.
He is a magister of the Tevinter Imperium.
Oh, is that all? Nothing to worry about, then.
There, he is a wealthy mage with great influence. Here, he is but a man who sweats like any other when death comes for him.
We shouldn't wait any longer, then.
Agreed.
Было бы кому, этих бандитов так много, будто весь город поголовно бандиты. Я, кстати, помню, да, это тоже еще в обзорах тогда говорилось про это. Помню. Специализация Фенриса — это вроде своеобразовой антенис, да. Вроде как он сновидец. Находится.
He sends spirits to do his fighting for him.
Ну, кстати, видишь, мы оказались неправы. Город не поглощен всякими головорезами. Тут есть еще демоны. Чего вас тут много? Надо убрать у него лечение из пула его механик. Ну, капец, мешает. Он просто потратил его на себя.
Now you meet your maker. Face me. I stand for all of us.
Интересно, а тут броня так же важна, как... А, ну... С другой стороны, тут броня только на главного персонажа есть, поэтому, возможно, она и не так важна, как в первой части. Нужно больше подсказок про травмы, да, действительно. А, не можешь, пожалуйста, написать, что там травмы делают, а то я забыл уже. Вообще пояс. А тут нет френдли файра на нормале, что ли? Я помню, я на кошмаре вообще душился с френдли файром. А тут ощущение, что его вообще нет. Сейчас еще кажется, что френдли файра нет, вообще можно заложить. Сейчас проверим. Ну, нет френдли файра. Имба получается. Только на кошмаре есть, а? Вау, такая имба. По привычке френдли файру, оказывается, можно забить. В Dragon Age Origins, по-моему, всегда френдли файр есть. На легком нету. Ну разве что на легком. Ну да, само собой, что там типа урон по своим меняется. В зависимости от того, где используешь. 16 воняет. Вау, колдовской дебил. Чего столкнул? А, это финальный бой.
I'd hoped... No, it doesn't matter any longer. I assume Daenerys left valuables behind. Take them if you wish. I need some air.
От сложного уже полный урон. От кошмара, я так понимаю, больше полного. Без телосложеньки тяжко.
It never ends. I escaped a land of dark magic, only to have it hunt me at every turn. It is a plague burned into my flesh and my soul. And now I find myself in the company of yet another mage. I saw you casting spells inside. I should have realized sooner what
Да,
you
долго до
really
него
were.
доходит.
Tell me then, what manner of mage are you? What is it that you seek?
Ничего.
I'll let you figure that out for yourself.
You are skilled. I know that much.
Not all mages are alike, or I'd be the first to act.
I imagine I appear ungrateful. If so, I apologize, for nothing could be further from the truth. I did not find Daenerys, but I still owe you a debt. Here is all the coin I have, as Anso promised. Should you find yourself in need of assistance, I would gladly render it.
You didn't seem all that thrilled with me a moment ago.
You are not Daenerys. Whether you are anything like him remains to be seen.
Are you going to have a problem with my companions?
I will watch them carefully if we travel together. I can promise no more.
Your old master must want something more than just a runaway slave.
He doesn't want me at all, just the markings on my skin. They are lyrium, burned into my flesh to provide the power that Daenerys required of his pet. And now, he wishes his precious investment returned, even if he must rip it from my corpse.
You aren't afraid I'll sell you out?
Not so far. The truth is, I know nothing of the ritual that placed these markings on me. It was Daenerys' choice, one he now regrets.
I've seen some of your abilities. Do they come from those markings?
Some. All I know is that even in the Imperium, warriors such as myself are rare. Perhaps they believe I should feel honored.
Do you think your master will keep chasing you?
He is too proud not to. Perhaps one day the hunt will cost him more than he is willing to pay, but I doubt that matters any longer.
I'm planning an expedition I might need help with.
Fair enough. Should you ever have need of me, I will be here. If Daenerys wishes his mansion back, he is free to return and claim it. Beyond that, I am at your disposal.
Взял, занял чужой особняк. Извините мне, Варик. Так, ну будем заканчивать.
Your mother's busy writing to the Viscount. If you want more touching...
When I told your grandmother I was marrying your father, she threatened to disown me. She said my children would be mongrels. My father wanted to lock me in, but she told him it's her life, let her ruin it. I wrote to her when each of you were born. She never wrote back. I'm glad she didn't die hating me.
Ну и гады они были.
The estate is yours. Why are we still here?
Technically, the house is now property of the Viscount, since its owner died without an heir. If we went there now, we would just be squatters. But if the Viscount acknowledges our rights, we can get back more than the house. We can get back our name.
I'm glad I never had to meet any of your family.
When I was a girl, your grandmother was the young, beautiful, noble mother all my friends wished they had. She might have had a hard time accepting it at first, but she would have loved you, all three of you. Oh, Bethany. She was such a sweet little girl. Never cried, just looked at you with those big eyes.
Забудь об этом.
She was so young to be taken from us.
I just keep thinking there's something we could have done. It's killing me. I remember that awful creature reaching down and 18 years of loving and feeding and raising and... That was it.
Хоть меня больше не видишь.
At least you're past the it's all your fault thing.
I'm sorry, love. I was distraught. I never really believed that. It's just... I miss her. There were 4 of us when the Blight began. It will never be over while there are just 3. I've written to the Viscount. I've an audience for after Bartran's expedition leaves. I couldn't do anything for Bethany, but with luck, I can at least give us a home.
I'm with you, sister.
Волкодав.
Keep it down, dog. All that noisy dog breath, day in, day out. Make him stop.
Well, pardon my dog for breathing. If you think you can stop him, be my guest.
There. Isn't that annoying? Blight take you.
Блин, жаль.
I'm with you, sister.
Закончились сценки.
For now.
I've had word from Lothering. They are rebuilding. I don't know if I could ever return to the sight of such horrors.
Ну что, на сегодня будем заканчивать. Ну, если кто-то остался, то чтобы стримы не пропускать, заходите к нам в Discord, там все анонсы. Постараюсь пройти Dragon Age, вроде сегодня неплохой прогресс. Надо насесть немножко на эту игру и допройти ее. Было бы славно. Так что да. Давай, Кунг-Фури, надеюсь, ты к нам зайдешь. Приятно было с тобой посидеть. Удачи. Увидимся позже.